Here at the 25. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one.
Touchdown, Washington!
Good job, good job.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On play action, it's Wentz. Gets it off to Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Just like that. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On play action, Wentz. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Gordon on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. It's hauled in by Shepard. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Second down and 8. Play action. Now Wentz. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. McCann's kick up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. 7 yards to pick up there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Josh Lambeau is set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two. So I would agree with you totally on that.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Don't get nervous. Check, check, check. Safe. Check, safe. Down in man inside, down in man. Under 10, 10.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Flushed out right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Herbert off of play action. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 30 on second down, Herbert. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. On second down, a run with Etienne. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational. And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. On second down now. It's Gordon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball. Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returning it, here's Hamler. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Etienne. And some room to work. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd down and 3. Etienne once more. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Play action. It's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Eagles 24.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That's what I do. 49 the mic, watch 49. Sunday. Let's make these babies hot.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Freeman. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Into the red zone. Wentz. And it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
6-5-7. Watch the pass. 49 the mic. Watch 49. Here we go. 49, guys.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. McCann's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
1st down, Washington.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. ETN with it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On first down, Justin Herbert. Throwing the out route and complete. It's James. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 15 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's get it.
Throwing is Wentz. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Guys,
Now Wentz. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
82. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, got to have this one. This is Shepard on the catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
49, guys. Mike, here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 49. 74.
To throw is Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Again, it's Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they'll run with ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. One more time with ETN. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next